let's say you're a parent that has 4 kids. 2 of them are in the business. One of them's been there for 10 years. One of them just started with you. And then you have 2 other kids. Maybe one of them's married and living in Florida, and the other one is a physician and has their own career, and they have absolutely no interest in coming into the company. From an estate planning standpoint, what's the right thing to do with the stock? What's the fair thing to do? With the family estate, what's the right thing to do? What's the fair thing to do? If you push the stock to the children that are active in the business, what about the rest of the assets in the estate? Do you redirect those to the other 2 that aren't in the business? If you push it to the children that are in the business, do you give more stock to the one that's been there for 10 years as opposed to the one that just started? Those can be some really tough issues. And frankly, it's one of the toughest things parents wrestle with because they love all their kids. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You can have family members that say, you've got to treat everybody equal. And then you'll have business people like me saying, you know what? The stock of your company needs to go in the hands of those that are in the business running and operating it. And you need to respect the people that have been there the longest and have the most skills and are in the best position to be mature leaders of the company. So getting some outside help there is really important. I ran into a situation once where we had a company that had this kind of a situation, and the company, a lawyer, was a family member. And the family member knew all the kids so well that the lawyer couldn't bring themselves to try to figure out how to put the stock in the hands of those that are active and not with the ones that aren't, because they wanted everybody to be treated the same. And so you can get into really unusual dynamics when it comes to that. Okay, estate taxes. A lot of the itches that people have that bug them and keep them up at night is, I know I have a successful business. I know it's worth more than what the IRS will let me transfer without any estate tax. I know that if I drop dead, my children are going to have to find a way to come up with huge amounts of money to pay the tax. And the only asset in my estate that's really worth a lot is the business. How do you go about structuring and transitioning the company to the next generation without it getting crushed by estate taxes? That's something that we work on. We have all sorts of formulas and strategies that we can help you kind of figure that out. Okay, what else is itching you? Sometimes you don't have any family in the business, got a good management team. You care a lot for all the people that work for you. Sometimes the best thing to do with the company is to sell it to your employees. There's some huge tax benefits to selling your company to your employees. The IRS will let you roll assets over that you get without capital gain as long as you reinvest them in individual stocks in American companies. There's a bunch of things you can do from a tax efficiency standpoint if you do sell to an employee stock ownership plan. Maybe that should be looked at. In order even to consider it, you got to model it out.